Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to the grand opening of the Inner Sanctum Library. Woo! We are recording this from the actual Inner Sanctum.
Yeah,
And what a journey.
the new Inner Sanctum.
The new Inner. Also, tell them what's new about it.
Well, it got completely transformed over the summer.
Uh-huh.
As many of you know, that Nyssa moved in after my husband died and brought a lot of furniture because she also closed her business. So we have new desks. But in getting that, we had to put everything, go through every nook and cranny.
I don't know. There's definitely more nooks and crannies to be gone through.
Well,
but
this was probably
we
the
definitely
worst
did an overhaul
room for nooks and crannies, and a lot of little things, like a lot of
what do you
little
got
old
there?
bottles.
What do you got there?
This is one of when I cleaned out the big cabinet that used to be in the corner with all the old stuff in it. This would probably been from about 1989, 88, 89. It was a blend I made called Psychic. You can see it's still
old school labels. Look,
yeah.
It's like got a texture
the
to
raised
it.
up thing. It had a little gun, and you made your name. But unfortunately, the underneath the tape here, I can hardly read it. But I know it has about 20 or more different oils in there. Probably everything that's in my book under psychic, abilities.
Okay, those
whatever.
of you that have the Aromatherapy Practitioner Reference Manual,
Yeah.
check out the psychic section.
And anyway, it smells really good, and it did back then, and I'll be darned, it still does today. But a lot of definite patchouli and the sandalwoods, and I remember things like even fennel and herbaceous as well. So I'll have to try and figure this out and see if I could read that with my magnifying glass, and we'll tell you what's in there. But it was a blend that I made for, when you want to meditate and be, we called it psychic because it was back, in 89, we were on the edge of woo-woo land.
Woo was like kind of almost, I'm not going to say mainstream, but I'll say trendy.
Well,
it's
back in 89 and 88, the 80s, nobody knew what aromatherapy was. We were a salon that had an aromatherapy section. We did aromatherapy treatments, but, had a lot of interviews because nobody knew what it was, but it was trendy and starting to come out into mainstream. So that's where we got started, as our blog says, about our humble beginnings.
Yeah, we just posted a blog with the what would you call it? Expectorants, right?
Yeah.
Check out the blog where we posted what was the house blend for her salon, Rumors.
Yeah.
Very simple blend of rosemary and rose geranium.
I use that now. In cleaning out, I put all my geraniums together and I made a whole new batch. But I'm down to the end of it, so we're gonna have to make a new batch.
Always got to make a new batch. Well, how interesting. I didn't know she was going to pull out this bottle that's basically from the year of the founding of our school, 1989. But and then she's just full of all these stories. So that's where the Inner Sanctum really started, is I was like, we need to capture all these stories, and not just her stories, but many of the aromatherapists that we know and love and that have, been in this world for a long time. And so, and those of you that were there with us from the beginning of the Inner Sanctum in 2000, I was about to say 2008, 2018. I'm old enough to mix up my decades. That's kind of weird. It's a little weird. But yeah, so we created the Inner Sanctum and we paused the membership this summer after our loss. And I just didn't want it to just sit there. I wanted to be able to share it with potentially more people, or get the people that have been with us reinvigorated. So that's what we're doing with the library. She actually hasn't seen much of the library as it is now. So that's what I want to do with y'all, is kind of take you through and share that with you. But also, we're not going to part ways without sitting and smelling and taking a few deep breaths together, because that's what I'm all about. So I just invite you to grab whatever I told her to grab something she liked the smell of, and she grabbed this
Yeah.
This bottle with a story. And who knows what story is in the bottle that you grab. That's one of the really cool things about aromatics, is we don't know where they're going to take us on our journey. And I think our educational journey is a lot like that too. So anyways, let me just do my little technical things here. If at any point you have questions about anything, just put it in the chat down there and I should see it. So
I'm excited to see this because I've been hearing about it for weeks now. I hear her feet running upstairs to the office because that's her sanctuary now for peace and quiet.
Yeah.
And she comes down and takes a break and tells me, oh, I got this done, and oh, I got to do that, and da 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 da. So to me, it's like a new little baby coming into the world. It's something that she's created out of material that we worked on together. So it's kind of a special day for me. And
I didn't think about it quite like that. Well, and it's, you know, it's material. So what's really cool, and what we'll do a little bit of here, is it shows sort of our evolution.
Yeah.
And those of you that have been with us since the beginning, I would love to hear what it's like for you to go revisit some of these early explorations and meditations and even the healing guides, because, you know, whenever we come to something, again, as I've learned, every time I go back to, you're like, what are you pointing at?
Yeah.
Her aromatherapy course, which is our practitioner course. Every time I go back to that, it's like I'm in a new place too, and learn so much. So anyways, you should be able to see here on your screen the Inner Sanctum library. So if you've purchased the library already, when you log in under account, you should now see Inner Sanctum library in the drop down there. Oh, and here's my Bobo Clown. We're in Bobo Clown's account right here. And then you'll
That's your account that you go look at it.
That's my practice account.
Yeah, yeah.
Bobo, I mean, he's our best customer, I gotta tell you. I get a lot of really good feedback from Bobo Clown. One thing to keep in mind with this is that all of the things that we created were done over a 2-year period of time. And so there's been some evolution in some of the way that we formatted things. We weren't always doing PDFs early on. So you will see some variations in the way the material's presented, but it all has things to share with you and to add to your education. Now here you've got your menu page. So we've got our essential oil deep dives. This is like our Materia Aromatica, where you can go to learn about the different essential oils. I don't think I've posted yet the list of the oils and the deep dives, but I'll make sure that that gets in the replay.
There's how many is in there?
There's 26.
Okay, yeah.
And so we've broken them up. 12 of them we cover more in depth, or we have a directed study of with our practitioner course. And those of you that did the fall immersion with me last fall, know what that's like. But we are also going to be offering a new foundations and aromatherapy course. And so another 12 of the oils in here we'll be covering in that. And here are all of your deep dives. So this is what I want to do. We'll go through here. You can see the oils in here. Oh my goodness, isn't she so cute? There is aromatherapy cuteness in this thing all over the place. So I just wanted to show you guys, and I wanted to show her. This was our first ever exploration. And of course it was on patchouli, because that's your favorite oil. That's and right. We started with all your favorite oils.
Yes, we did.
Or, you know, at least some of them.
My top 10 or 12, yeah, we did.
And so we've got in here a write-up on the oil. You see it's got different categories or sections here. Some of this is pulled from Natural Aromatic Materials, one of our books that we have available. And there she is in all her glory. Patchouli Exploration with Sylla. Now the thing with this patchouli exploration, I can't remember how it ended up happening, but we have two. We have two versions of the patchouli exploration. And so you'll see down here, we actually have some bonus content.
Maybe we thought we messed up and we had to do it twice.
Something like that, yeah.
Or two parts.
Or two parts. So anyways, and I know Candy down here in these little, was saying that she enjoyed them so much, even got up and watched the second video. So there's always more for y'all to explore. Now, that was the first exploration. And
then we changed our set and we moved where we did things and we got new lights.
Yep, we sure did.
Because those shelves that behind me, they kept reflecting.
Oh, this was like a crash course in making online educational videos.
And then we'd have to go get a new battery. My husband was our tech support.
Yes. Oh, he would be tech support. I'd be yelling, quiet on the set. And he'd have to turn down his volume of, NCIS TV, while he eats his PB and J. Oh, it was so cute and very good times. At the beginning of 2020, we ended up changing things up and I started leading y'all through the deep dives and I changed the format a little bit. And so in these last few deep dives, you've got me in all my glory, hopefully, sharing with you 3 different lessons. So the first is on the botany and the chemistry of the oil, talking about the plant, where it comes from, therapeutics and safety, so how you would use this oil, and the energetics and esoteric uses, where we get to talk about the woo stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, there's a cat. Y'all can't, I don't think you can see her, but she's coming to get in the
come and sit in my lap.
And then we've also got the meditation here and a downloadable PDF for the meditation, in addition to the profile. Oh my goodness. Sissy is totally getting in my way.
She just wanted to give y'all her heart.
I don't know. I don't know if y'all can see this or not. Or if you only see the screen, I forget. How many times do you do Zoom and you still feel like a baby at it? Me. The last
control cats walking through.
But I should be able to control my computer. We've also got a few podcasts on these last few deep dives as well. So as you can see, there is just so much for you to be able to dive into with just this one section, y'all, just this one section. So let's go back over here. We've got the aromatic meditation. So for every essential oil, you will have an aromatic meditation with me. Most of them are videos, so you can see my face, but I did start doing some just audios towards the end there. I got an introduction to essential oil meditations and also just a general meditation introduction as well. So y'all can have fun with that. I've so enjoyed the feedback with the different aromatic meditations and what it can really lead you to. So let's just take a moment here. I know y'all got an oil to use. Oh, there's a cat. Can I use essential oil with this cat right here?
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. I'm not going to put it on the cat. I'm just going
to get in her shirt.
Oh, she wants to get in her shirt. This cat loves to get in my mom's shirts while they're on or off. Really, yeah, that's how it started.
Big enough for her to get in. Watch this.
So, and oh gosh, again, I don't know if people can see this, but she's like, watch this. She just put the cat in her sweater. Oh my goodness. It is never a dull moment over here. I'm over
here. Who
needs
a baby carrier? I got the cat.
Oh my
God. Watch her
God.
pop her head out my collar.
I hope y'all can see this. And if you can't, I'm so sorry. Like, how can I unscreen share? Okay, good. I got a thumbs up. I'm trying, Sissy. I'm trying to do an aromatic meditation over here. Do you see my life,
She
y'all?
wanted to get close to me to have aromatics, you see.
I see.
He's in my armpit right now.
You can't plan this stuff. Oh my goodness.
Well, we're happy Sissy joined us because she was very sick over New Year's. She went at 4 a.m. to the emergency vet.
Oh my God, yeah.
She quit eating.
Uh-huh. Then she's okay. She's okay now. Yeah, we don't know what was
she's perfect now.
The other cat that we have, the kitten we got, I had to take him to the emergency vet on Thanksgiving. Both of them go, cost all kinds of money, nothing's wrong. I mean, I'm like, I just want to get this library going, y'all. And
Sissy misses the days when we had live classes here.
She would come sit on the table.
Everybody's books.
Oh my goodness. I would be like, are you allergic? Please tell me so I can get this cat out of here. And we had that one student, Jill, who we made her a blend, or she made herself a blend for allergies. And because she's like, I'm okay with cats around as long as I don't touch it. For whatever reason, once she touches a cat, that's when her allergies go. And she made a blend and
she was fine.
It was fine.
Yeah.
So, power of oils. Okay, now that everybody's in their place, find a comfortable seated position, sissy. And we'll just take a moment here. It's like, it's so simple and like almost too simple, but especially with just the craziness that life keeps bringing us personally, collectively, I think taking a little moment every day to just smell an oil, whether you're studying them, to be an aromatherapist and get your certification, or just for fun, it's easy to do. And we have scent strips, so I'm going to use one of these. But please, if you don't, know that it is probably okay for you to just smell out of the bottle. There's always good, better, and best ways of doing things. So I've got Sissy poking her head out. Oh, well, hopefully we're making you laugh too.
What have you got?
So go ahead and just take a deep breath and smell your oil. And take a moment here with us. And just notice what happens, where the mind goes, the words it might want to use to describe the oil, the memories that come up, the chatter of being quiet, the sitting with it until it changes. Now, just take a moment and notice, a note, that's what I meant to say. Take note of what oil you chose. And I'd be willing to bet, maybe put it in the chat, be willing to bet that there's some message for you. Why did you choose that oil today? You might not know. Of course, you can go look up stuff about the oil. If it's one of the oils in here, you can go look up things in there, or, really just kind of ask yourself, why did I choose this oil? You don't need any sort of external thing to answer that question. Don't think that you do. No. Okay, so Sissy, you'll see this. She's like a little baby. No. Sissy, you want to know what oil I got? Do you know what oil this is?
Lavender.
It's lavender.
Yeah.
So why?
You know why? It took me to the fields in France where we were riding along the roadside and they were harvesting, and we went and pitched it in, helped them pitch in the old spent stuff for fuel. And that's what it smelled like. So
remind me the main difference between lavender and lavandin.
Lavandin is a hybrid. Between like your spike lavender, which is more camphorous, and the regular lavender officinalis. They hybridize. And because it's a little bit of lavandin, 3 or 4 varieties, Abrialis and Super and different ones.
Hybrida. This one's hybrida.
Lavandula hybrida, meaning it's a hybrid.
Grosso, yeah.
So it smells a little different. It's like, a little more stimulating.
It's a little bit more invigorating than plain lavender. Lavandin is not one I've worked with a whole lot. So part of me was just kind of curious to use it and
prefer it to lavender.
You actually prefer it. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll work with it a little bit more, because it's that calming, which I need so much. It's that calming, but also invigorating. And that I can see how that fits with what's been going on and how we've been moving forward with everything.
Alert, but we want to stay calm and relaxed.
Yeah.
But alert.
Yeah. We want to stay alert, but also calm and relaxed.
And
yes.
We
oh my
want
goodness.
To be vigilant, but in a relaxed way, so that we don't, get angry or whatever.
Yeah, no,
Keep
totally.
ourselves in a good space.
Totally. And that's, and it's a thing that I think a lot of us are experiencing on a collective level. And I know for myself, I've been obviously doing so much with healing through grief and change and all the things. But the past month and change, I've been really able to slowly start to focus my attention on making this library for you all and getting ready for the spring semester for all of our students, returning and new. And you know, it really, I know the energy I have to bring is calm but invigorated. So I'm actually going to use this through my journey now, that I think about it quite like that. And that's really honestly what I hope that the library can help you all do is, as one of our students says, she calls it inner sanity. It's where she goes when things are crazy and just needs to calm down. So there's all these little nuggets in here. The Healing with Aromatherapy course is our, why is this page only available to members? Oh my goodness. I know Jennifer's like, oh no, there's a setting thing. I gotta fix it. Okay, I'm sorry, you all. I don't know why y'all can't see that right now. So this is the part that once you sign up, you'll get to see it, but it is all of our healing guides and oh my gosh, I mean, this whole project is a thing where it's like every time I think it's all done, I go and I click something and then I'm like, oh gosh, there, I gotta fix this thing. So I hope y'all are just bearing with me.
That's through where you go through all of the body systems.
And that is where I go through all the body systems. We go through all the body systems.
And we talk about what oils may help with, or you know, how to stay healthy in those areas.
You know, Sissy does make an appearance in both the What is Aromatherapy interviews. So let's go down here to interviews. I can show you right here because I did go and look at this page. She is, oh my gosh, there's another thing right here. Oh, I don't know why that's not showing, but here we go. It's okay. It's a button that needs to be clicked. There's just, I have so much appreciation now for everybody that does any kind of web development stuff, because my goodness, it's all kinds of buttons to press or not press. Some of them aren't actual buttons. It's something on a screen.
You're supposed to click something.
But anyways, here's Sissy right here when I talked to you about being an aromatherapist. You remember that? And then
she's the aroma cat. So
she is the aroma cat. So we've got a bunch of interviews here with other aromatherapists. You can see them there. Is it because I'm not logged in? No, I'm logged in. Let's go back to the library here. What else do we have for you all? We've got, this is a reorganization. Aromatherapy 101 is a really great place to start if you are a beginner. And it is a reorganization of what was originally called our lesson drops. So these are different lessons in just answering some real general questions to what is aromatherapy, how do oils work, you know, what happens if you spill some oil. There's a 4-part series on carrier oils, which might seem a lot, but this is what I like to say about carrier oils. I want to call them essential oils sidekick. Speaking of sidekicks, yep. But they're really kind of, when we think about volume wise, they're a little bit of the star of the show, you know, because if you're going to make any kind of topical blend, you're going to have way more of your carrier oil in there than you're going to have your essential oil. So, you know, they really are the bulk of the treatment in a lot of ways.
Their own properties. So, you know,
they have their own properties.
So it's like you got to take advantage of that. Otherwise, you're just using your carrier oil to carry your essential oils. But why not tap into the wealth of properties?
So if you're new to aromatherapy, I want you to not overlook that aspect of what's going on. And of course, which essential oils to buy first, the why and how of dilution. The thing that we preach so often, and the easiest thing to do to keep yourself safe when using essential oils topically. So that is a little mini course you can work yourself through on there. Oh my gosh, y'all. Are you ready for this recipe section?
Those are fun.
So this is the compilation of everything we did in the membership. Now there are 2 different sections here. Here's Sissy. You want to see? You want to see the recipes? All right, cool. This kitty. Okay, so in these recipes, we first have, the first year that we started, we were also doing blending guides. I think we were only doing 1 recipe per month, but we'd also do a blending guide. And what a blending guide is, Sissy, if you don't mind, what a blending guide is I have never made this before, but I always imagine how to deconstruct any recipe guide. And the gist is here I know when you're first starting out with oils, and I know this because as I've ventured more into understanding about herbalism and honestly, even, cooking, like I want to look at a recipe. I might be able to figure it out, and not necessarily have to like do everything by the directions, but you need a recipe to start with. And so with oils, as long as you're clear on the general safety of the oils that you're using, which are reference manuals, a great source for that, as are the deep dives here, you can pretty much interchange stuff as you want to. And so with the blending guides, I know that when you're blending different essential oils together and you're first getting started, you want to know how many drops of what oil to use with the others because they will differ in intensity and what's she doing?
She's just standing there.
She really wanted to go outside. She goes on supervised walks and she didn't get to go outside before the live. I know. That's okay. I have proven to myself I can talk on my own. But anyway, so here are, if you were going to, for example, blend orange with different woods, here is some drops that you might use. And then you can use these either in like a master blend style and then dilute that master blend into your carrier oils. Or if you know how to calculate the drops, about 15 drops per ounce is a general rule of thumb. You can work with them that way. So we've got the blending guides, but also, are you ready for this? Here is all of the recipes. And I can talk about them for a while because, man, this list, it just keeps on going. I guess I probably need to list all these out so that y'all can see them, especially if you're thinking about coming in here. But I just thought it'd be fun to just keep on scrolling so you can see it. Ooh, that geranium salt scrub. I actually made that for myself the other day.
Oh, yeah.
You've been using it.
Mm-hmm.
I know. We share the same shower now, so I can tell. It's fine because I use her face serum all the time. So anyways, as you can see, ton of freaking recipes. And once you get the hang of it, you really can just start to interchange out different oils or different carriers or use some blend with another recipe. So we got recipes, we got interviews. What else do we have? Yarn and walks. Okay, we gotta do that at the very end here. Fun. But I just want to peek in here, these resources. So this is where we put like extra interviews that we have with some of our colleagues, other papers that we've written for conferences. This is a collection of my Massage Today articles, and there's a decent amount in there as well. So everything's here for you in one place. I kind of hoped that this would be like a Netflix for aromatherapy. And we got, okay, all right. One more. Yard and walks. Let's see this. So tell them about the yard and walks.
Well, this started because my yard, I live in suburbia America, Tampa, Florida, but we have a lot of bamboo around the edge and pretty secluded and a nice pool that looks like a lagoon, but everything else is garden. I got one little strip out front and one half strip down the side, but everything's planted. So we decided to walk around the yardin and show what's happening. And
that's pretty much it right there.
Remember what all we did.
Oh, we got spring
we started
equinox.
it, and all the different equinox solstice.
Mm-hmm. So these are just fun little videos, inspire you to.
We did a vetiver harvest, or I don't know, that's on there or somewhere.
Oh yeah, I think there's a vetiver harvest in there, and the lavender one, the lavender harvest.
And it grows so, the vetiver grows like huge, giant 8-foot, and pretty soon you got to either cut it back, dig it up, break it up, give it away, and replant it. So now I got to do that again because it does take over. And I often offer it to ship out. If you send me an envelope, I'll send you a sprig.
Yeah, we got stuff to share, especially if y'all are local too. Let us know. Yeah. I mean, we try to do it, below contact
it's
these days,
mail.
but
and vetiver
does mail pretty easily.
Vetiver mails easily.
Okay. So those are just some fun yard and walks that y'all can watch at your leisure, where the main action is probably going to be happening, unless you are a beginner or you want to review the Aromatherapy 101 and the recipes, is going to be in these first main sections here, the deep dives, the meditations. And now, thank you, Jennifer, my lovely assistant. Extraordinaire. Here is the Healing with Aromatherapy course. So one thing that I am in the process of changing, and I didn't quite get it already all done for y'all, is I'm going to put these in the order that they are here. So that's going to make that easier. So starting February 1st, if you were in the library, you will get a email from me each Monday from February 1st through, where does this end here, April 19th, to say, hey, this is what we're studying this week. And we're going to go through each of these healing guides. Now, each of these are, have multiple parts here. So they each have a printable healing guide PDF that is usually quite a few pages. Yeah, this one's an 11 pager, a little note from us. And we kind of summarize and give you notes to the different lessons that we have, talking about the main part of the main body system and the gist for, in this case, the immune system. You're going to get a home play exercise, so something for you to be able to do at home to, really just kind of pay attention to that body system for yourself. This is all about self-care and learning to use essential oils to help our bodies. We'll usually include some research and then different conditions on that body system and different, ailments that can be involved with that. Make yourself a preventative blend is the home play for this one. And there is our references. So we also try to reference everything. So that, you also got videos to go along with these lessons. So we've got our lesson 1, our lesson 2, and our lesson 3. Oh, no, only lesson 2?
2.
Okay, so we got lesson 1, lesson 2, and boom, there you go. Okay. Some of them have 3 lessons, some of them have 4 lessons. So it really just kind of depends on the body system and what we had to say about it. So, my friends,
that is a lot of
that is what we got going on in there. Like I said, I keep finding little things to clean up, and we'll continue doing that. So you'll see it get even more streamlined. And I would love to have you all in there. So I'm going to take this off of screen share, stop share. Great. So now I can see everybody. I can come into this chat and make sure that we got
what's going on.
Oh yeah, who's keeping? Okay, Austin is here. Austin. It's going in the mail today. Your certificate. Oh my goodness, Austin, here it is. It's printed out. So this is our newest graduate from our aromatherapy practitioner course.
Yeah.
And we are so proud of her. She worked so hard on her exam and her essay questions. And now she gets to move on to this whole new phase of her life. And that is what I love getting to watch in our students. And really, that is what's kept me going the past year or more, is being able to create some programs for y'all to get through this monstrosity of a aromatherapy course right here. So this is our 300-hour practitioner course that a lot of our students are in, and to help prepare you all for that, I am offering a foundations course, this is a 300-hour course. Our foundations course will be a 100-hour course, but it will be a certificate level course. So if you want to do more than just the Healing with Aromatherapy course in the library with us, that would be another next best step. And that registration will be opening very shortly. I think it is technically open, but I'll be talking a lot more about it later on this week. So here's the thing. If you are not a member of the library and you would like to be, or you're thinking about it, when you register today, I'm also going to give you our I'm going to give you our essential practices for aromatherapists webinar. We have all these little things. I'm trying to remember all their names. But this webinar I made for our course students last summer, because in being an aromatherapist and massage therapist for a decade now, I wanted to share some of the ways that I've learned to work within myself and my clients to create habits that help us live on our upward spirals of healing. So it's not just about aromatherapy. What I really want to help you all do is build the foundation so that as you learn about aromatherapy, you're able to be the best aromatherapist you can. And that cannot happen without first, foremost, always and forever returning back to the healing of yourself. My life right now, case in point. And I think for all of us, you know,
I think we all are.
The timing of
and
this
people are drawn into this to help heal themselves, whether they know it or not. But
yes,
a lot of people
agreed.
are. And of course, they want to help others. And
yeah.
Some people want to help others before they help themselves, but along
the
journey, you will help yourself too.
Yes, and I want to give you the material so that you can do that and help yourself. There is so much that can be. Also, man,
and this is like so reminiscent. I mean, and that was in the 90s. I took a trip to France with Michael Scholes and some of his students, and we toured all over the place.
She's talking about this lavender that I pulled out.
Yeah, I'm sure I have a review of that telling you everywhere we went. But just driving this summer, middle of June, July, I think it was end of June, and you could smell it from before you even got there. And this huge field that they had already cut and brought into the still that they were distilling, and the spent material they used for fuel to refuel. So we didn't speak any French, and we just figured out, they let us do the shoveling in, and they gave us a empty Coke, not can, but plastic bottle full of lavender, and it was like a wonderful time. But this transported me there when I first smelled it in the meditation. So that's just the power of oils.
Totally. Oh, and I see some of you took my invitation to let us know what you are smelling. Yeah. And I'm going to do something fun here. I'm going to take what you chose to smell and share with you what comes to my mind when asked the question, why would you have chosen this right now? What is the message here for you? I may be totally off base, but it'll be fun and maybe it'll be helpful. So we've got Vicky saying that she's smelling jasmine because it makes her feel happy and relaxed. So jasmine, what do you think Jasmine's message is? I can't help but go first to Robbie Zeck's work of the Blossoming Heart. And Robbie Zeck's book, The Blossoming Heart, Jasmine helps you move from a state of fearful to trusting. We all need some jasmine right now.
Yeah, trusting.
And being a floral, being a heavy floral, it's kind of like, I mean this in the nicest sense. It's like you're being hit in the face with beauty. Like you can't help but see. What do you say?
Beauty pie.
A beauty pie. Oh, instead of a cutie pie. That's adorable. Yes, Vicky. I hope your day makes you feel like a beauty pie. Okay, Maria, Dr. Maria. She's got clove, although it looks like it says sea love, which is also a nice idea. Clove and orange. Ooh, her guardian synergy. Oh, that is a really nice sort of like a safe haven.
Yeah.
Oil. It helps kind of keep away what you don't want.
But a cozy winter snuggle up time, a nice cozy sit winter by the fire.
Yeah, so maybe that can help you have more of those feelings today, Dr. Maria, and all of us, of course. Clove and orange are two of the deep dives that we have in the Inner Sanctum, so those are ones you can learn more about, as is frankincense, which Michelle has.
That's a good one.
Took with her to yoga class with a dear friend. Frankincense. I know in Robbie Zeck's work that's about protection. What are the words in her work? Vulnerable to protected. Yeah. Vulnerable to protected. So that is another one that would go well with the clove and orange, actually, to just kind of help build the barriers. Frankincense, I feel like it like has this more like upwardsly direct connection, kind of, like spirituality, connecting you with God as well. So it's kind of helps you keep out what you don't want, but have that spiritual connection. So sorrow, okay, Austin, you obviously are an advanced student because you ain't picking no regular old oil. Sorrow is not one that I use often at all. Actually, do we have it?
It'd take me a while to find it, but I don't know the order of these. She put them back in order and things are messed up.
Everything.
But to me, I think it has a little cinnamon, cinnamic, but not really cinnamony, but also the 1,8 cineol, Austin. You can tell me if I guessed right.
Oh, so it's
a spicy mucolytic.
Spicy opener. I'm getting opening.
Yeah.
I'm getting the word opening. Oh, she goes, yes. Opening. Yeah, see if you can find that. And she also calls what we're doing an Aromafix, which if you don't trademark that, I will, because that's brilliant. Oh, Aromaflix. I read it wrong. But the idea of an Aromafix is a nice idea too, you know? But Aromaflix. Oh my gosh, I need a hashtag Aromaflix. Somebody, Jennifer, you remember hashtag Aromaflix. God, I gotta just say, I couldn't be doing what we're doing now without the help of Jennifer, because she's been a rock star. And I hope everybody finds themselves a Jennifer. Okay, what? So Sarah.
Yeah.
Sorrow. Oh yes, very opening. But not like a burst through the door opening. It's like a not in a creepy way, but like slowly eucalyptus. Opening. Like is this not describe your journey or what? I see her laughing in
That's
there.
Wonderful.
Yeah, real slow, nice. Slowly opening, slowly, softly opening. That would be like my
little flower petal.
I definitely
flower
taste that
bud.
One. Okay, what's Jenny have here? Also holding jasmine.
Oh boy.
Get you're just gonna be a beauty pie today, Jenny.
Beauty pie. Get your beauty pie right here.
Oh, she treated herself for Christmas. Oh, what a beautiful gift to give yourself to some jasmine. My goodness. You know, that's the one. My husband doesn't use a whole lot of oils, although we have lots of jokes about, you want to put something on it? You want me to put something on it? Because whenever there's anything wrong, I'm like, let me put something on it.
And sometimes he obliges and it works.
Oh, totally. I mean, he now knows, he now knows to ask for the jasmine for, you know, especially when the whole bullet thing happened in 2019. And he just needed to calm down. All right. He needed to calm down. So and I think I sent him, he wasn't living, he was out of state for work at the time, and I sent him a jasmine inhaler, and he knew to ask for it. He knew he loved it. What else we got in here? Rosa's got some orange and dreaming she's in Florida.
Oh yeah.
Rosa, you do well in Florida, here. I gotta say.
Chilly for us is 50, 55, you know, so.
So orange to me, and again, this is very Robbie Zeck influence, but it's about being playful. So Rosa, I know you're always working hard and you're always studying and got some project going on, but I would say get yourself outside or whatever and play. Get some playtime in there. And Aunt Liz came by and gave us some support and love. Aww. We love you too, Liz. It's Liz Fulcher, Aromatic Wisdom Institute. Look her up. Got a new podcast out too.
I was just gonna say, she just put out a new one.
So there's just so much going on. I want to thank all of y'all that have been here with us in this grand opening video, hangout, meet and greet. This is, you know, a little bit like what it's like studying with us, and hopefully y'all can come and get into the library. Like I said, if you haven't registered yet, today, if you've already registered, you will get this webinar, but if you want to make sure that you get it, register today and get essential practices for aromatherapists and learn how to create an upward spiral.
Wow. I'm impressed.
You're impressed?
I really am.
You know, there we go. I'm so glad.
Well, she put a lot of work into this, so
there's still a lot of work to do, but that's the healing journey too.
Yeah,
you know,
I didn't realize we had all that material.
Me
so
either.
You know, we just work along every month. I mean, for years we did, and but
to see it all in one place,
yeah,
and to check all the boxes and make sure it's all the
She
same.
figured it all out with some little bit of help. Got it all done. I'm really proud of you.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be starting February 1st, so I hope to see you all in there and in our other programs and on the internet, wherever. I don't know what else to say after that, but
maybe we should say goodnight, John Boy.
We should probably say goodnight, John Boy. That's how we always like to end these. If y'all remember whatever
Thanks
that show
for watching
was.
The Waltons.
Oh, the Waltons. Okay, I only know the goodnight, John Boy part. Okay, this is the age difference
had to be
here.
There.
We love you all. Thank you for being here with us.
That was fun doing your oils.
Yeah. Aroma Fix and Aroma Flicks. There we go.